Okay, Coach Kolat, Hammer Camp here in Ohio.
Yeah.
You guys flew into Detroit, right?
Yeah, flew into Detroit. Got in like 2 a.m. Last night. A flight got canceled, so it was a long ride. Supposed to get in at 4, and then wound up getting in at 2 and driving down. But yeah, it's been awesome. Got it to the hotel last night. Got here today, and it's seeing some studs out there wrestling. Looks good.
Recruiting grind. It's just that,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's a grind, man.
Yeah. Well, now you got juniors in the mix. You got seniors in the mix. And so it's nonstop. It's pretty much year round. And I think as coaches, to some extent, we got to get our calendars squared away. But it's going. That's D1 athletics now.
Okay, the facility upgrades, just the upgrades in general, everything you guys have done at Campbell.
Yeah.
The administration makes this huge commitment to the sport of wrestling.
Yeah.
And bringing you in as the head coach, I think obviously is the original building block of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like their commitment to you, how does that feel? Like knowing you have the administration behind you,
Yeah.
and the funding, right?
Like saying that spreads in wrestling now. You get what you earn, and I think Campbell was always in that mode. They've been very fair to me since I arrived, and in return is academically we've had success, and on the mat we're having success, and we continue to improve, and they see that, and so when you're doing those things, it's easier to knock on the door and say, hey, can I get this? And that's the way Campbell's treated me since I've been there, and they recognize what we've done. Fundraising, we're raising a tremendous amount of money for the program as well, so we're not just bleeding everything, and so all that stuff ties into building the program, and our administration recognizes that and appreciates it, and that's why they've been so supportive.
Okay, you're from Western PA. There's a Western PA club here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're one of the legends from Western Pennsylvania, right? You look at that and be able to see Western PA kids. You got a PA guy on your
Yeah.
staff
Yeah.
with Mike, and it's pretty. It's a special place to recruit from.
Yeah.
There's no question. PA and Ohio, Jersey, are they deal breakers? You got to have guys on your team from there.
No, I think we've built our program on a blanket. People always ask me where my territory is, and the truth is Campbell has been a unique school that somehow we have blanketed the United States and international. We got a guy from Mongolia, a guy from Finland, we got guys from California, we got 3 guys from the state of Washington this year. We got guys from Alaska. And so we've pulled from everywhere, and we've kind of found these kids that are just right there at the tipping point, ready to break out. And then we've got PA, and we've got some Jersey, and that. So for us, it's been all over. But you can never overlook New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and in those states, in New York. You can't overlook them in Illinois. That's wrestling's in their blood there. We know it's in the blood in Pennsylvania. It's in the water, and so you obviously have to visit those states and find those kids.
Adding a guy like Blaze, Blaze he's pinned Gadis off in the last 18
Yeah.
months. That's come
Yeah.
on, hold on, don't give me that.
Yeah.
That's a huge win, right?
Yeah.
The guy's a freak.
Yeah.
Blaze, adding a guy like that, having Mike, rounding your staff out,
Yeah.
having great guys, and surround yourself with great people. What's that mean?
Well, it's been good. That's been the reason we have continually pushed up. It's not one person; it's a staff. So Sentez has kind of been the lead on recruiting, and Mike and I kind of share duties in the room, and Blaze is coming in now for a big guys. We've got a DO and a recruiting coordinator who keeps us organized in the staff, and then as the head coach, you're kind of overseeing all the pieces and running practice and fundraising and doing all those things. But so all those things have been the combination of why we've had success. I got a great staff, and look, when you look at my staff and you go and look at their credentials, it's a solid staff.
Yeah.
But past their credentials, they're really good coaches. And we know there's some guys that have credentials and it doesn't work out. These guys are excellent in the positions I have them in, and that's been the turning point for us.
Coach Sentez, did he come from Cal Poly? Is that where he came from?
Yeah, he came from Cal Poly. So we were both recruiting Josh Howe at the time, and I had done a home visit with Josh Heil, and then he said, yeah, I'm going out to Cal Poly, and then he was coming to see me, and then right at that time, the head coach stepped down, and so the timing was perfect. I said, you don't want to go to Cal Poly. They don't know what's going on there, and so.
You weren't lying, were
yeah,
you? Right?
And then at the same time, I said, hey, while you're out there, talk to the Sentez guy. Tell me what you think of him, So it worked out. We got, Josh that came with us, and I had brought Scotty in on a visit, and then, through that connection with Scotty, had worked with Mike, and we had another opening, and so we've kind of just put those pieces together from just all our workings and connections.
Social media arms race. You guys are winning it. Right?
Yeah, it's big time.
You're doing an amazing job.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you, it's my style. I'm kind of that. I guess not saying old school guy, but I'm that old school guy. I didn't really care about that stuff. It didn't exist when I wrestled, right? And so and my staff did a good job of convincing me of it. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. It wasn't on my radar. But this is where you evolve and learn as a coach. And they're like, Coach, we really got to do better at social media. We really got to get into it. And so we went all in. We've got a social media director. He's on our staff, and that's what he does. And he puts out pieces on the guys and things, and because it's important now. That's going to be your first impression on a recruit. That's how he's going to find out about your program. And so we take it seriously, and it's out there, and and we want recruits to see it. And with that, sometimes that's our first foot in the door, I guess.
Okay, Worlds were just last week in Kazakhstan, and we know your story with, the Olympics, World Championships,
yeah,
and reviews and these things being overturned. And I think we have a much better system now.
Better, yeah.
I think a much better, but not great, right?
There's no back room, so if you do it, it's
no
great.
back room. There you go, right? They're at least doing it out in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but when you look at last week, Dayton had maybe a disappointing finish, and you're kind of a guy that you lend your knowledge to a lot of people. What would you say to some of these Team USA guys who really didn't get where they wanted to be, and maybe it was left up to the judges? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's like I said, it was a rule that I learned early on: never let the official get involved, and it came back and got me later in my career. You just got to keep putting points on the board, and you have to enter every match like we tell kids now. You're down already. You're down by 2 points. You're down by 3 points, and so you have to have enough points on the board. So when the questionable calls pop up, that you have a cushion. And any time now with international wrestling, you don't have that cushion, and you don't know what kind of official you're going to have. I mean, look, I think we saw it in the Burroughs match when the opposing coach is high-fiving an official.
He high-fived the judge,
right? There's some. That's what you're up against, and we've always said it was us versus the world, and it still is, but I will tell you what Russia did is pretty impressive this year.
It's unreal. It was unreal.
One area of their country.
Yeah, not even because it's a massive country, right? With Siberia, we didn't even include. It was all around between Black and Caspian Sea, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was incredible. Okay, last thing. Back to the Hammer Camp here.
Yeah.
Will you guys keep attending events like this? It's a grind for you. You got in at 2 a.m. You're leaving tonight. You're not going to be here for 24 hours, 20 hours even.
Yeah.
Will you keep attending events like Hammer Camp, combines, where you get to see kids in a practice situation?
Well, I'll tell you what. You want us to come. What they do here is excellent, and honestly, it's really the first one we've ever really come to. And getting a sheet with every kid's name on it, his information, different color shirts as a freshman and sophomore and junior and senior, and numbers on the back, and I can easily see who we're watching, and having that. It's the best format ever, and I think everybody, what these guys do here, it should be duplicated everywhere, and so if you want college coaches to show up and have your kids recruited, run this format because it has simplified the process for everybody.
And you guys, I see you talking to some recruits, so I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks like it's being fruitful to you guys.
Yeah, it's what we want, so it's perfect. We'll be here pretty much every year.
All right. You got anything else for me?
No, that's it, man. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. I keep watching all your stuff. I watch your technique. I try and engage you guys on social media.
Awesome.
Keep grinding, Coach.
Thank you.